Alright everyone, hope you all are doing well. So 2 days ago I uploaded one video where I have talked about the Apple Silicon ARM based MacBook, and on that video there are some comments regarding the gaming on the MacBook. And yes, it should, because the MacBook is going to be super powerful with Apple's own silicon, and the iPhone and the iPads are one of the best devices. One of them, I think they are the best devices on the market to play games, any kind of mobile games are much suitable on the iPhones and on the iPads, and these kind of processors are going to be on the MacBooks, and that's why we can expect amazing gaming quality performance on the MacBook. And I think that's the reason you guys were asking me on that video, can we game on the MacBook properly? Like previous generations, MacBooks are not optimized for gaming. We cannot do gaming that much. Even we cannot think about gaming. High-end gamings, those gamers are basically not available. And that's what it is. But in the future, I think, not only I think, there are some rumors also, they are suggesting that these MacBooks will be perfect for gaming, because these MacBooks will have Rosetta 2 and they will have connectivity with the iPhones, iPads, and these Macs, like basically the operating system in whole will be one piece. And that's the reason you can play iPhone games on the iPad, iPad games on the Mac, Mac games on the iPhone, iPhone games on the iPad. Like these things will continue. It's going to be a variable thing. You can play so many games on the MacBooks in the futures. I think the future of gaming is with the MacBook, and MacBooks, especially the iMac or these kind of devices, are going to be super powerful, optimized for gaming, and these devices are not going to be that expensive. If you think currently the iMacs, the iMac Pros, they are pretty expensive because they have processors from Intel, and Intel processors are pretty expensive to buy. Apple has to pay so much money to Intel in order to get those processors. i7, i5 processors, i9 processors, those are pretty expensive. But if Apple is going to make their custom silicon, then those processors are not going to be that expensive, and they are going to be super powerful. They are not going to get as hot as the i7 or i9 processors. You currently see that the iPad Pro having a processor that's currently a desktop class processor, and the iPad Pro doesn't have a fan. Without a fan, the iPad Pro is one of the best devices in the market. If you compare that same price of laptops on the market, Windows laptop on the market, then the iPad Pro is much better and powerful device. You can play literally any games on 120 frames per second that is supported natively. And in the future, if Apple is going to introduce their own silicon on the MacBooks, then you will be able to get 120 FPS on those MacBooks, and that is going to be super amazing and exciting, pretty powerful. And that's the reason I think you will really love the MacBook. Okay, now let's come into the main piece of the cake. That is the MacBook with Apple Silicon custom built processor, and it is going to be huge powerful. There could be the A14Z, or you can get the A14X. Whatever you get, it's very close. Today is 4th of November, 5 of November. Yes, today is 5 of November. You'll be able to see the Apple Silicon MacBook on 10th of November. Be sure to mark your calendar down. There is an Apple event going on. So we're pretty excited for the Apple event, and in next 1 or 2 years, these MacBooks are going to be pretty powerful, and they will be having so much power on them, and you will feel that these devices should be for gaming after hearing my thoughts. Okay, now let's come into the main topic, that is the processor. I think you need a great processor and a great GPU in order to run any kind of games. So these MacBooks will have A14Z processor. I'm assuming A14Z processor because it is currently one of the best on the market, so I'm assuming the A14Z. If you get a beefed up version of A14Z, you will be also getting a fan on the MacBook, and with that additional fan, the power of the A14Z will be completed, because these processors are going to be super powerful, and that's the reason they will produce a lot of heatings, and in order to cool them, they need solid cooling system. And from the beginning, Apple's processors are so optimized that they doesn't get super hot if you compare them to Intel's i7, i9 processors on their 16-inch MacBook Pro. If you are thinking to buy an 16-inch, 13-inch MacBook Pro, then you may want to wait for next 5 days. You may see something better. Let's see what happens. So if you see an A14Z processor on the MacBook Pro version with proper cooling system, this is going to be super powerful. A14Z processor. So it has 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, and the clocking speed is 2.49 GHz, and it is not bad at all. It's a desktop class processor, but it is not a desktop processor. It is a desktop class processor, not a desktop processor. Be sure to remember this. And that's why when it will be a desktop processor, then it is going to introduce much more power with proper cooling system. This was one of the first 7nm desktop class processor by Apple, and it is just insane. And if you see a much powerful version of A14Z with something like 4 gigahertz clocking speed, maybe I'm assuming that, or something like that, 3.2 gigahertz, something like that, you will be able to experience so much power on your MacBook Pro or MacBook Air version with Apple A14Z processor. Alright, so I have talked about the potential of this A14Z processor. Now let me talk about why it is going to be one of the best on the market for gaming. There are various things that matters. At first I have talked about the GPU and the CPU. By the way, Apple's processor has those GPU embedded. That means because of this Apple Silicon, you don't need a dedicated GPU in order to run amazing games. As you can see on these iPhones, iPad Pros, they don't have fans, they don't have external GPU, and they run amazing. Do you deny that iPad Pro is a bad device? I think you don't. Do you deny that iPad Pro can't edit 4K video? I think you don't. Do you deny that iPad Pro cannot run 120 FPS games? I think you don't. And that is the reason with a beefed up A14Z, this is going to be super powerful. Now let's come into the main gaming section. First of all, these MacBooks, Apple Silicon will have embedded M12 processors that will help the A14Z or A14X processor. The thing is, the processor works alone, but if there is another helper, this is called M2 processor, M12 processor, I think so, there will be an extra embedded co-processor that will help the main processor, and that is the reason the combination of these two things will make the gaming faster. They can process the data, the graphics much faster, and that is the reason the gaming community on the MacBook will be one of the best in the class. Okay, the next one is the Neural Engine. So Apple has been maintaining the Neural or the NPU system on their computers, on their iPad, on their iPhones much better than any other companies, any other brands available on the market currently. So now you can think, if Apple introduces Neural Engine with this Apple Silicon custom built processor for Macs, then it can process the data much more faster. Currently, the A14Z processor, currently the Neural Engine can handle 5 trillion 8-bit operation per second, and it is one of the best in the class, and these kind of operations are amazing. They can handle your computing system super well. Now let's come into the RAM. So Apple's processors are SoC, they are system on chip. They are not dedicated processors, they are not the just processors, they are system on chip. They have pretty much everything built on the chip, and that is the reason the performance is going to be super powerful. Let me make you understand. If you buy a traditional MacBook or a traditional computer, they will have a CPU, they will have a GPU, they will have other components. So they have to connect from 1 point to 2.2 to 3 to 4 point. But if you have everything embedded into one place, then they don't have to run so far. You don't need to go from the RAM to the CPU, CPU to the GPU, then you don't need to calculate them and bring from the GPU to the co-processor, co-processor to the processor, processor to the RAM, RAM to you. This is the thing that makes the computer a little bit of slow. But if you have an SoC, that means this is a small chip and everything is embedded into this place, and that is the reason the power of these MacBooks will be super powerful, and that is the reason the transferring rate is going to be super fast with less work. I hope you got it. I think you already know that the i9 processors are pretty powerful. There are amazing graphics processing unit available on the market. Then why Apple is not producing those things on the MacBook Pro and giving us the best in class gaming performance? It's a rough and tough question. The thing is, the combination of these kind of processors and the GPUs are going to make so much heating on these MacBooks. Already the MacBook Pro 13-inch, the MacBook Pro 16-inch, the MacBook Air with these kind of processors are getting overheated. Customers are reporting so much that these kind of Macs, our Macs are getting overheated. The MacBook Pro 15-inch, I think you got it, the 2018 MacBook Pro 15-inch went so hot, and they had to change their processor motherboards because they sometimes got burned, and there were so many issues. Those 2018 MacBook Pro 13-inch or the 15-inch used to went to 100 degrees Celsius just in a snap. If you are going to edit a video, open Final Cut Pro X and those devices will be 100 degrees Celsius, and that is the reason Apple cannot put gaming on those computers. Okay, if you can think of video editing, that's not as intensive as the gaming. The gaming is much more intensive. If you think of GTA 5, if you think of Call of Duty, these kind of games are high demanding games. So if these kind of games runs on the MacBook Pro 15-inch, 13-inch or whatever you have, those MacBooks will burn in a moment, and that is the reason Apple cannot, even if Apple wants, they cannot put those things on their MacBook Pros, and that is the only reason they were not putting those gaming performance on those. And with Apple's own processors, the heating is going to be so less. You can understand about the iPad Pro 2020. iPad Pro 2020 doesn't have a fan. It has one of the best processors on the market, and it doesn't get super hot. If you combine these things on the MacBook Pro, MacBook Airs, then you can feel that this MacBook Airs or the MacBook Pros are going to be one of the best on the market because this performance will be super huge. Okay, now let's come into the next thing. Traditional MacBooks has extra GPU, extra CPU, extra RAM, and pretty much everything is extra. Like they have to be different part on the computer, and in order to run them you need so much power. If the GPU is dedicated, you need power to run them. You have dedicated CPU, you need power to run them. So you have everything dedicated, that means you need so much power to run everything. Now if you game on that device, the battery life is going to be consumed so high, like it will be like shoo, the battery life is done, the main priority. And that is the reason Apple was not putting the priority to the gaming. Now with the Apple Silicon, we are hearing some rumors about 15 to 20 hours of battery life, and it is just crazy. 15 to 20 hours of regular uses is equal to nearly around 5 to 6 hours of gaming, and that is more than enough for me and most of the people. If we get this kind of battery life, then we can do amazing gaming, and that's the reason Apple's next generation MacBooks will be one of the best on the market for gaming.